AU Studios.
Hey there, gamers. D3 here with Shraman, one of the creators of Phoenix Covenant, and today we are going to be showing you the intermediate strategies of the game, and I will finally, hopefully, topple Shraman and make him regret ever creating this game.
I already do.
That's my goal. So how can I soundly beat you today?
Well, so as we introduced in the last set of demos, we got you through the majority of the rules of the game, and there's one big thing left to introduce you to that's sort of a crux of the game, and that is commanders. So commanders are red bordered units. They're special because they all have a variant of the gating ability. What gating allows you to do is actually cheat in a way. When we were
I like cheating.
Yeah, I know, me too. So when we were talking before, we said that you could only play units in your home row. And it takes a while for a unit that you play, so let's say you play this Blade Initiate, to get up across the field and do damage to my life points. What commanders allow you to do, if you activate their gating ability by exerting the unit, or the commander, is create squares on the board that you can play units to in addition to the squares in your home row. So not impressive when your commander's here, very impressive if you've moved a commander up the board and suddenly you're summoning units within striking range of my base.
This sounds like the perfect thing I could use to just totally destroy you.
Yes, well that is generally the idea. So for the purpose of this demo, we are going to set you, Drew, up with this commander, and you have a Shield Maiden and a Phoenix War Priest at your disposal. You also have a few cards in your hand, and I am going to be attempting to stave off defeat. You've done a good job of whittling my life points down to next to nothing. I have 10 life points left.
Wow, that is next to nothing.
Yeah, well played, sir, well played.
Thank you. I already feel good.
Yeah, well, you know, I live to please. So, I have two units actually, the Tundra Explorer and the Blade Initiate. My Blade Initiate has taken a pile of damage, but my Tundra Explorer has shield tokens on it, which is an in-game mechanic that's sort of unique to one of our decks in the game right now. All shield tokens do is that they absorb damage that's dealt to a unit, and once the shield tokens are gone, any remaining damage is dealt to the unit directly.
Okay, so it's kind of like shields in like Halo, right?
Yes, basically.
For all of you jocks
my
out
Tundra
there.
Explorer is Master Chief, and you got to work through that shield.
Oh crap! I have to beat Master Chief to do this one.
Yeah,
You weren't kidding. This is harder.
Yeah, not for the weak of heart, but you can do it, sir.
Okay, so how am I going to proceed here? I'm going to try to kill you. You have 10 life, and I can deal damage to you through hard points, right? So if I hit a hard point, I will be hurting you.
Yes.
Okay, and they're armored on all sides, so I'm obviously going to be doing not very much damage, half damage, if you will.
Half damage, rounded up, but still something, right?
And I have to do it in 2 turns.
You have to do it in 2 turns.
All right, so first things first, using my very limited knowledge of the game, I think I'm going to want to try to kill this Tundra Explorer as soon as possible.
Okay.
So I'm going to move my Shield Maiden to the side here, and I have this weak point here, so I'm going to be dealing 1.5 times damage. So I'm going to attack the Tundra Explorer with the Shield Maiden there, dealing 5 damage total, because we're rounding up.
So the first 3 damage is absorbed by my 3 shield tokens, and the 2 remaining damage is done to the Tundra Explorer. So my Tundra Explorer has 2 hit points left.
Okay, that was not as good as I thought it would be, but
it was a mighty blow, but you know, I'm still guarding my hard point.
I only have to deal the 10 damage though, so I'm gonna go and attack you directly with the Phoenix War Priest onto your hard point.
Okay, so you have 3 force, you're attacking an armored side because the hard point is armored on all sides, so you're only gonna do 2 damage.
Okay, you're down to 8 though. That's like
I'm a little worried.
a quarter of the way there. And you said that these commanders can summon units to their sides, right?
Yeah.
And since I have these 2 very conveniently placed cards in my hand, the Phoenix Commando and Lightning, I can't summon Lightning because it's a force of nature and probably wouldn't take too kindly to being summoned. I'm going to summon the Phoenix Commando here. Now the Phoenix Commando has an interesting ability where...
Well, you have to pay its costs, right?
Oh, I do. You're right. It is 6 blue, so 6 mana.
Yep.
I had 6. That's perfect. And 4 yellow, which is command points. And I had 6, but now I have 2. Yes. So that's good. I can use that 2 for something maybe later, even though I don't have any other cards in my hand. And Phoenix Commando has a special ability where she gets +1 force for every row away from my side she is. And since that's my side, She gets +1, +2, +3, and her additional 1 attack +3 is 4 total. She can get pretty strong, 'cause she can get all the way over here, and that's like +6, right?
Yes.
I think I like this unit a lot. I think it'll be the key to my victory.
Yeah, Phoenix Commando is a good example of the positional mechanics that we have in the game, where literally the position of each of your units is going to matter, especially for certain units. And so here, the Phoenix Commando is a very aggression-based unit. It's not very strong if it's sitting in your home row attempting to defend anything. It's got like 1 or 2 force. It's a pretty anemic attacker. But if it's up, in your opponent's home row, it has 7 force, and that's, that'll end the game in 5 turns, even if I have all 30 of my life points.
Heck yeah. So I've attacked with my Phoenix War Priest. I've moved my Shield Maiden and attacked. I've summoned, which exerts this character, so he can't do anything else. And this is new, so it's already exerted. It can't do anything else, much like other card games. So I think I'm going to pass the turn to you and rely on my one last turn to deal the remaining 8, which is now looking like a lot of damage to deal.
Well, so for me, my turn is actually relatively straightforward. I'm, again, trying to stave off damage, and I know that you have 2 melee units, and melee units, in order to access my life points right now, have to get to one of the sides of my hard point that they can actually, face the hard point and do damage. So I'm going to take my Blade Initiate. While it's weak, it can block a side, and at least cause you to have to waste attacks on the Blade Initiate before you can move the Shield Maiden in and do damage to me. So I'll move the Blade Initiate in. Since I'm already here, I may as well attack you and do some damage to your Shield Maiden. Will indicate that as well.
Well, that's a shame. You shouldn't do that.
Well, I like to cause you pain.
Oh man, so I got 5 left.
You got 5 left.
Okay, good thing the Blade Initiate's like a baby.
And then my Tundra Explorer, which has a range of 1 to 2, can also attack your Shield Maiden. So I'll leave you with Precious 3.
Precious 3.
And then I don't have anything else in my hand that I really want to play at this point. And so I'll pass the turn back to you.
All right, that's great. So I had 6 mana, so I'm going to go back up to 6. And I had 4 command points, I believe. So I'm going to bump it up to 6 command points this turn, because I gain 2 per turn.
Yeah.
Now I have a ton, which is great. So I have to kill you this turn, eh? I think that the best way to go about doing this would be to have Shield Maiden kill Tundra Explorer, I think.
Which is valid. Okay, so your attack does another 5 damage. I have no way to prevent it at this point, so my Tundra Explorer is dead.
Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna save the Shield Maiden. I think I want to use
We'll
lightning.
allow take-backs.
Yeah, because I want the Shield Maiden to attack the hard point. So I think I'm gonna use lightning to deal 4 damage to the Tundra Explorer right there, and that saves my Shield Maiden's movement.
That's true, and your Shield Maiden will then be able to make a melee attack against my hard point. But I have some tricks up my sleeve, so...
You don't have any sleeves, though.
I'm summoning it out of the ether.
Okay.
So I'm actually going to cast Magic, in response to you casting Lightning, I'm going to cast Magic Shield on my Tundra Explorer.
You did have sleeves.
Yes, indeed. Out of my, hairy sleeves, I'm casting Magic Shield. And so for members of the audience who don't understand Ace or have not learned about a stack mechanic, basically games like this have an idea that you can respond to things that opponents are doing, and then they have a chance to respond to you. And responses can continue until both players, or however many players there are done responding, and then you resolve what is called the stack of actions in reverse order. So in this case, my Magic Shield is actually going to resolve first. So my Tundra Explorer is going to gain 3 shield tokens. We've already seen shield tokens, so we know what they do. And then your Lightning is going to resolve, dealing 4 damage to my Tundra Explorer. 3 of that damage is absorbed by its new shield tokens.
Of course.
And I take 1 more damage, but my Tundra Explorer survives, trumping that use of the Lightning and requiring you to waste one of your unit's actions, killing that Tundra Explorer.
And time is of the essence at the moment, so that is not the best move to have happened. So I guess from this point, I'm gonna have Shield Maiden attack Tundra Explorer anyway to kill Tundra Explorer.
It was a good strategy before. It's, kind of a good strategy.
It's kind of a good strategy. We'll see about that. And then I have to deal damage to you directly, so I have to hit your hard point here. So I guess Shield Maiden can move in there. Oh no, Shield Maiden already attacked.
Yes, your Shield Maiden is done, exerted.
So say if I had used my Phoenix Warrior to kill it, my Shield Maiden wouldn't be exerted.
Yes, that
And I
is
could
true.
move up here and attack your hard point directly. And then I could deal a glorious 3 halved damage, so 2 damage to you.
Yes.
And then I could attack here with Night Watch Captain, dealing an additional 2 damage, which would put you all the way down to 4. Okay, that's not enough.
Curses.
Can I have a do-over? I think I can do this.
Yes.
I didn't get to utilize my Phoenix Commando.
You did not get to utilize your Phoenix
Okay,
Commando.
so back to where we were a second ago with where did our Tundra Explorer? Here's our Tundra Explorer. And
Are
he's
we resetting to your first turn?
Just to the one, just a move ago before Shield Maiden attacked Tundra Explorer.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a clue. Really, you need to reset to the first turn. You were exactly right to summon the Phoenix Commando, but you didn't summon him in the right location.
I didn't. I think I can still do it.
Okay, let's see it.
I don't know. Move him back up. I
Okay,
think I can
so
still do this.
he attacked
I
you.
think if Shield Maiden attacks Tundra Explorer here, killing Tundra Explorer, we're good there. We're gonna move up Phoenix Commando to this spot using the one move, bumping up to 5. You're not at 4 anymore. You're at 8. We're gonna attack here for the 5 total,
which is 3.
which is 3. So that puts you down to 5.
Yes.
Oh wow! I really can't do the damage.
Night Watch and Phoenix War
Yeah, if
Priest
these
is
two
2
both
and 2.
attack-
I'm at 1. Ha ha!
What have I done wrong, Shraman? Tell me the solution to your puzzle. Tell me how to beat you.
So, you did actually everything right, except for you didn't move your Night Watch Captain before you gated. So, moving and turning, as we learned in the initial demos, doesn't cause your unit to exert. Only activating gating does. You can actually move up and gate on a turn, which is actually pretty powerful, right? And so had you done that, then your Phoenix Commando actually could have swept to this side.
Oh. Wow, Shaman. Well, I guess I am not as good as I thought, and I cannot make a fool of you this time. Your puzzle has bested me.
Next time for sure, Drew.
Well, you've learned some advanced tactics in Phoenix Covenant today. You've seen me lose to Shraman and his puzzling hijinks and all of his tricks up his sleeve. Be sure to check out the game online, and we'll have more content for you in weeks to come.